Hi, I'm Bob Saul from Lithofin, and in the series of cleaning, protecting and maintaining, today we're having a look at if you've got slightly deeper oil marks in granite worktops or surfaces. In a lot of cases where you might be deep cleaning your worktop, perhaps say before resealing it or impregnating it, you might want to give it a deeper clean with something like the Lithofin Power Clean. Now, there's a video on that for the deeper cleans, have a look at that. But if you are left with remaining sort of oil spots or oil marks, similar to this on a lighter granite, where you've got the sort of individual deeper oil marks, what we can do is before we impregnate, we can try and get rid of those. And today we're going to look at a product called Lithofin Oil-Ex. So Lithofin Oil-Ex is a poultice gel, which basically you apply, and as it dries, it will draw the oil or can draw the live oil back out, and it forms a powder. So as it dries, it vacuums up the oil into the powder, and then you can remove it. On deeper stains, you may have to do this a couple of times, because as you apply it, it removes the oil from the surface. If there is deeper oils, it can migrate back up slightly. So be aware you may need to reapply the Oil-Ex several times for those deeper oil marks if you've had a large spillage. Very simple to use. Literally, we've got that in a tube, and we're going to cut the end nozzle off. I apply it generally with a scraper or a spatula. Take the oil mark and evenly apply the gel out. And what you can do then is just press that down over that oil mark to about 2 or 3 millimeters. Okay, and we'll get a nice sort of even 2-3 mil. It's not terribly important if it's not too even, but just go over that whole oil mark there with the gel. If you need a little bit more, add a little bit more. And what we're going to do is we're going to leave that maybe 3, 4, 5 hours, depending on the thickness, for that basically to dry back to a white powder. We'll come back once this is dry, have a look at that and just removing it. Okay, so as from that close-up, you can see that the gel has now formed a full powder. And like I say, as that draws and dries, that brings that oil out. So all we need to do now is just nice and easy, just something to collect it in, is just literally brush that away. Okay, now you might get a little bit of residue there, which you can either just towel back or cloth, just go over it with a little bit of water. But if you have any further staining, if the oil mark is still there, just reapply. What you might find is, certainly before I would seal this, I'd leave it a good sort of 24 hours before I was to maybe reseal it, 48 maybe, just in case that oil wanted to draw back up again. Now, as you can see, we've got a little bit of whitening to the surface of the granite. You can rinse that off just with a powdered water or a sponge, just to remove that. You do get residues of the powder sometimes left in the surface of the stone. If it's becoming a little bit tricky, you may just need a little bit of power clean. So power clean, dilute it 1 to 10 and just wash over the surface, and that should just get that little bit of last powdery residue from the surface of the stone. Any problems with applying, or if you're unsure, contact us via the technical line or via the website, details to follow. But if you're unsure about anything, just contact us and we'll run through the processes with you. Thank you.